Kheri, can you expand on any interactions you had with Zadia?
I've been seeing all these comments trying to ask me this one specific damn question about Zadia and I. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So someone was like, they're asking, did Zadia kick Kheri? Yes, Zadia kicked Kheri. So
She kicked you?
What?
yeah.
Doesn't
So
is this a spoiler?
Hold up. Hold
Carrie?
yeah.
up.
Is it
Like
a spoiler?
Huh?
can
Like,
kick.
Is it a
Spoiler?
spoiler?
There can't be a
No,
spoiler.
it's
It's
not a
way
like
before.
spoiler.
what?
There's a
What you
part
mean by
two.
like kicked
It's
it
not a
with
spoiler.
you?
Huh?
It's not a spoiler.
You
Okay.
mean like kicked it with you?
Like Jackie Chan
No,
kick or like
Like hung out with you?
hung out kick.
no. So I was actually cool with Zadia. I was cool with Zadia when I got eliminated. I was pretty much Switzerland to everyone. I didn't have issues with anyone. Um, I once I got eliminated, I threw a party and not a party. I threw a brunch and we all got together and it was good. Like, people were doing their thing. Everybody was reconnecting. There was a little bit of tenseness, but again, I was Switzerland. I was cool with everybody. So after that, I was starting to get to know each castmate. I'm finding out there's some divisions that's amongst the cast because I was not there with the dinner party fight and all that stuff. I wasn't there with all that stuff. So once that happened, I got really close to some, and some I did not weren't really close to. Zadia was not cool with some of the castmates that I was cool with, and she didn't like that. She thought I was picking sides, which is not the case. I'm not trying out for a fraternity sorority. I don't care. I'm not trying to make friends just because. I'm just kind of going with the flow of everything. So, anyways, our friendship stopped at that point because that was her decision. She thought that I was giving blurred lines. She thought I'm trying to choose sides and all this stuff. And I felt like you're just trying to make me make a choice, which that's not. You're not gonna make me do anything. So Libba, fast forward, Libba had a Halloween party at her house. She wanted to invite everybody. I knew that there was some not good blood amongst everyone. I wanted to not go, but I wanted to support Libba's party, so I went. Um, some of these Zadia and some and the BGS crew, they all came. This was our first time all coming together. Shut up, Koja. This is all our first time of all coming together. And when she walked in, it was just like an attitude. Like she didn't speak. She didn't speak to anyone but Libba, and that was it. So some of the other castmates were there. I spoke because I even complimented her costume. She'd be like, didn't say anything. So I was like, okay, she's on this energy. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna leave it alone. She was in her corner, sulking, doing whatever. And I was sitting on the couch, and the rest of the BGS crew came in. I saw chest get puffed up, and we're getting confident the crew is here. And they started taking a picture and all this stuff. Now, the kick was not on purpose. So I'm gonna leave it. She didn't come over and drop kick me because then it would have been a different situation. I would have
Oh,
been in
child.
jail.
Oh,
And Libby's
child.
whole apartment would have been ruined. I'm just saying. So she didn't purposely kick me. She threw her foot over taking a picture and she kicked me. And it was very thick boot. So I was like, I paused to give her a chance to apologize. And Mumin looked over and said, hey, you just kicked Kheri. And she said, Kheri who? That was her reaction. So I was like, oh, so this
Did
is what we're
what?
doing. Yeah, Kheri who? So I was like, okay, this is what we're doing. Cool,
Baby.
cool, 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 cool. So
Ooh.
Kheri, Libba's apartment would have got ruined. It would have been some dragging and fighting because that's old Kheri. I'm grown. I got the stuff to lose. I'm not trying to mess up my friend's house, and I'm above the childish stuff. I was extremely upset. I felt very disrespected, and I got an Uber. I left. I said, I can't do this, Libba. I tried. I'm not staying. I can't stay a minute later. So Libba pulled me to the side. She said her apologies because she knew I really didn't even want to be in that circle because I kind of know how things could play out. And I removed myself. So ever since then, you know, maybe 4 or 5 days later,
I need
she
to figure
sends me
out
she sends me a text, and it was like a dry apology. Oh, I heard that I kicked you. My bad. I don't remember that, but my bad. That's the apology that I got. And she thought that was water under the bridge. I didn't respond to that. So then when we are at the reunion, that's where you saw me say, this is not about love, Nye, and talking about that she is connecting with 8 men and people being jealous. That's not what this was about. This is about being disrespected. This is about the continuous disrespect that everybody has encountered. And that's where that came from. And I was just over it because I'm a woman's woman. I'm not trying to bash nobody. I really didn't talk about this too much, you know, but we did address it at the reunion. They decided not to, you know, put it on or whatever, but it was addressed, and it was still zero accountability. It was I sent you a text and I apologize, and I was like, that's not water under the bridge. Coming to me as a woman, because yet again we're still in the same room, and you haven't walked up to me and said, "Hey, girl, I'm really sorry about that." You know, it was still ignoring, still snarling and looking mean and ignoring folks, and it's just like I literally did nothing to you, like literally did nothing. So it's not about, oh, I want her to be my best friend and I want her to accept me. It's about respect, you know, taking the process too seriously. Like, yes, we all were doing this, but you're creating enemies for no reason. Like the women, we started off really nice. You know, we are all trying to embrace each other and support each other. And I was very disappointed to find out that there was division amongst the ladies and there's fighting and all this stuff. And for what? You know, why are we even creating this? This is supposed to be a love dating show. We're trying to get together. So I you know, I'm over it, you know. So
Child, my 9-year-old don't even act like that.
yeah.
So here's the thing. So what you see is a lot of tension on the stage, and Kheri pretty much nailed everything in terms of what happened. But the other part of it is that we had other castmates that was at that Halloween party, and so it could have gone left really, really quick, if that makes sense. And so it's hard to see someone accidentally kick, your friend, and then disregard them in the same moment, and then it's just so belittling, to see. And so with that tension that that you all have witnessed, it's like here we have this negative behavior, and you're doing something to one of our castmates, and it's totally unnecessary and uncalled for, but yeah, there's so much more things that have happened behind the scenes than you would ever see on television, and even among the things that have been cut out, essentially, because we did address that on the reunion, the fact that she kicked her.